Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more.
Welcome to another episode of Action Video Game Talk. I'm your host, Scott Action Jackson. Thanks for joining me today, or tonight, or whenever you're watching or listening to this episode. I do have another list of news articles to go through, so let's hop right into it. Dungeons may be the main focus of a Zelda game, but Miyamoto has teased that players may become sidetracked with some of the many other side missions and tasks within the upcoming Legend of Zelda Wii U. There may be times when you forget what your goal is because you're doing other things on the side, Miyamoto explained in an interview with YouTube's iJustine. There may be times when you go into one big, long dungeon, or there may be times when you're headed to a dungeon and you're doing other things along the side. Exactly what these side missions are and what they contain is not yet known, but more is expected to be revealed soon. So according to this, what Miyamoto said, you could possibly be distracted from your main goals and dungeons to go to with the little side missions. Now, once again, this has been stated that from what we've seen previously with this new Legend of Zelda game on the Wii U, it's going to be as massive as Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Now, apparently, it's going to be the same thing with the side missions. Apparently, the side missions and side quests and whatever will keep you distracted from the main quest itself. And that's a good thing, as long as it keeps you occupied with the game itself. I know myself, along with many other gamers of the Zelda franchise, has been looking forward to an actual game that dips into the massive, open world and possibilities that was in Skyrim. Nintendo has announced a special edition for the 3DS version of The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. In addition to the game, collectors can bring home a statuette of the Skull Kid. This bundle will retail for $49.99 and will ship alongside the standard edition. No release date has yet been revealed for the title, but it will be available sometime this spring. The 3DS version of Majora's Mask will include updated visuals and new features. To me, this is kinda nice that we're getting some kind of collector's edition, even though it's not exactly the best one that was out there. The weirdest part about this is the Skull Kid figure itself to me. Because when I look at the Skull Kid figure that's going to be included in this collector's edition, which that's all it's going to be is the figure itself, the statuette. But to me, when I see the statuette, all I see is the Skull Kid more or less pulling a John Cena saying, "You can't see me." If you look at the image that was shown, not only on this video, the image is shown for this little statuette, you'll see and compare it to like a John Cena image or video of him doing the whole waving the hand in front of his face. It's going to look a lot similar to that. So it's like, I don't remember if that actually happened in the game, or maybe they're doing a little nod to it with this updated stuff with the 3DS version. But it's something that's a little laughable for me. So, and on the plus side, this bundle isn't really that expensive. Although I'm guessing it's going to be really exclusive and limited. So to anybody that wants to get this, go out there and get your pre-order for it already. Go out there and get it before it's already gone. Because I got a feeling this don't think the US is going to get close to a collector's edition for the Majora's Mask game on the 3DS. I'm actually reading online here on GameStop's website that there was a Majora's Mask Ultimate Limited Edition bundle, which included the figurine and game collector's edition, but it looks like it included the strategy guide too in its hardback cover. Now, I'm reading online, these limited edition, just the statuette and video game, have been sold out within an hour on like the online sites from like Amazon and sites like that. And I'm not seeing anything available on the GameStop website. So I wouldn't be surprised if it is actually been shut off to reserve in the store. So you might want to go and call out to the stores to see if it's still available to pre-order or reserve this. Minecraft users will be able to change their users' name soon with a unspecified feature update an option not available to players since the Sandbox alpha release mid-2009. Mojang developer teased the availability via Twitter when he revealed a screenshot of his username with the option to change it, accompanied by a Minecraft hashtag. He wrote that more information will hopefully be provided later this week. According to the official Minecraft support page, there is no set window for the change, but it won't happen before Minecraft version 1.8. Users will then be able to change their user's name for free and be limited to a fixed number of changes within a time period. We do not yet support changing or editing users' names, though this is planned for the future. We do not have a set release date for this feature, the official Minecraft support page reads. Username changes will not be available for Minecraft version 1.8. This does not mean that 1.8 is the release date for the username change feature. Being able to change your actual on-screen name in a game is something that is kind of rare. Apparently this is something that many Minecraft players have been wanting since the game debuted, because not everyone can actually get the name that they wanted to make their own character or profile, because some names are taken up by, I guess, spam profiles. But apparently with this you'll be able to do it, and not only that, but you will have a fixed number of changes within a time period. So there will be a certain time period that you can only do these name changes. Now, according to this, there isn't an actual date as to when this feature will actually be kicking in, but apparently it's going to be after the version 1.8 drops. Ubisoft has announced that the Dead Kings DLC for Assassin's Creed Unity will be available next week. The content, which was originally intended as part of the Season Pass, will be available to all players. A new trailer shows off the premise for the expansion. Dead King takes place after the conclusion of the core Unity story, as the story moves from Paris to St. Denis. Arno will explore the catacombs underneath the Basilica and face off against a new group of enemies, the Raiders. The expansion, which arrives on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC on January 13th, comes with a new weapon, the guillotine gun. The Dead Kings DLC is offered to all Assassin's Creed Unity players as a make-right following the game's troubled launch. That same decision saw the discontinuation of the Season Pass sales and free Ubisoft games for those that purchased the bundle. We now know that this Dead Kings DLC that was supposed to be part of the Season Pass is now coming out next week on January 13th, and it is going to be free, as part of Ubisoft's trying to make up for the garbage that it kind of made with its Assassin's Creed Unity game. And they did release a trailer showing off more or less kind of the plot for the DLC, which takes place after the main story in Unity. And of course this is coming out for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. And it comes with a new weapon called the guillotine gun. I know that there are some people who are probably wanting and curious about Assassin's Creed Unity will probably pick up the game, but for those who do, hey, here you go, some free DLC. The Assassin's Creed movie starring Michael Fassbender has been given a new release date by 20th Century Fox. The film is now slated to hit theaters on December 21st, 2016, a week after the planned date for the first Star Wars spin-off movie. The Assassin's Creed movie was originally penciled in for a spring 2015 release, and then it was expected for summer of 2015. From what I've heard, this announcement has come with so many other additional, 20th Century Fox dates and movies that have been announced as well, along with apparently the next Planet of the Apes movie, the Gambit movie. There's going to be a second Fantastic Four movie set date, which, knowing Fox, if the Fantastic Four movie that they're rebooting becomes a horrible flop, they could probably throw something else on that date. Now, I don't know why, but apparently Fox wants to push back the Assassin's Creed movie, which is a huge question mark right there. It's like, why do you want to do this? I mean, there's so much possibility. I mean, the 2 previous times that they were going to release this, spring of this year and then summer of this year, but no, we're going to push back next year, and not only next year, but winter, closer to 2017. It's like, don't they have any faith in this movie? You know, this is a huge head scratcher here. It's like, why are they doing something like this? Bungie has announced that Destiny players will be receiving a special item this week. The company announced that packages will be arriving at the postmaster in the tower in the upcoming days. A small but legendary token of gratitude is being prepped for delivery later this week, the developer says. We'll let you know when to check the postmaster. There's not word on whether this will be a weapon, gear piece, or something cosmetic. In the past, Bungie has delivered players emblems and, for expansion pass holders, a special Sparrow mount. I tried going on to Destiny as of this morning on the 6th. I tried logging on to Destiny. The little free legendary item isn't available on there now. So you'll probably actually log on to the Destiny and find it there, if not within a couple days later. But we don't know what this free gift is going to be, which is the major question here. Whether it is going to be an actual legendary, I guess, weapon, armor, or it could be just another emblem thing, some cosmetic stuff that we don't really need, which is going to be a bunch of BS. Now, I heard Bungie was supposed to offer players a free item for the holiday times, which we never really got because of the network being down for the Sony users and some of the Xbox users around the time. Maybe this is them finally get around to it. Well, that's it for this episode of Action Video Game Talk. Once again, thanks for joining me today, or tonight, or whenever you're watching or listening to this episode. Later on, I will have those separate clips up if you want to go and check those out. Down below, I will have the link for the Facebook page if you want to go over there and check that out. So until next time, bye.